Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you'd like to be updated to the content that we're producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button on our channel. You can follow us also on Twitter at FXS Crypto, myself at Just Analysis 1, and Akash at MungYeko0. Taking a look here at Cardano. Cardano faced a lot of pressure near that the 120 zone, which is a tough nut to crack. I mean, you got the 2022 volume point of control at 115, and then you have the top of the Ichimoku cloud, which is very flat, which makes it very tough to close above. But that's pretty much where it spent like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days open and the close, just kind of pressed right up against that level until yesterday it dropped and it fell below the Tenkan-sen for the first time since it broke above it back on the 16th of March. But otherwise, I mean, very, very strong hidden bullish divergence exists now between the composite index and the price chart. It looks to me just like a pretty normal standard pullback. It could come down as far as 102 to test the lower range of this high volume node, test the 50% fib retracement again, and the Kijun-sen on the daily chart. But otherwise, it still looks pretty positive. On another positive sign is that the monthly chart, it broke. Where are we at here? And let's get that too. So prior to a couple weeks ago, it looked like that Cardano was going to extend its monthly losses to 7 in a row, but it stopped. So we finally had a bullish close for a month, the first time that that's happened since July of 2021. August of 2021. So it's been a while since there was any kind of move like that. Now you do have like a bit of a pivot swing going on here. And April's traditionally a pretty good month for cryptocurrencies. They tend to perform very well in April. Despite a bull or bear market, they tend to do very well. And you're kind of seeing a lot of buying pressure come in during the early part of the New York session right now in Cardano, and just seeing a lot of that type of activity return. So something to watch out for and pay attention to. So again, as far as downside risks are concerned, I'd say they're limited to that $1 range. Upside potential, if it does break out above the cloud, I think it's going to have a hard time getting above 130. That's a 382 fib retracement on the weekly chart. That's also getting close to, on the weekly chart, that's also where the 20, it's below, but around in that high volume node where the 2021 volume point of control is at, which is at 140. So up to 130 roughly until we visit again on Tuesday, I think is the upside potential. And yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you, John. So for Cardano, right, if you haven't watched the Shiba Inu video, please make sure to watch that, because even that altcoin has the same setup, which is an admin leave pattern here. So I probably explained this a few weeks ago. The admin leave pattern usually consists of a V-shaped recovery followed by a rounding bottom sort of setup, right? So for Cardano, price broke out on 23rd March, and since then it not only rallied by 23% and retested the support level here, resistance level here at 1.24, right? But the actual target from the Adam and Eve pattern puts it at 1.35, which is yet to be tested, right? But as you can see here, the recent downswing for Bitcoin has caused a lot of altcoins to do the same as well. And Cardano is currently testing this one-day demand zone extending from 1.07 to 1.16, right? You get a much more nuanced outlook from a 4-hour time frame. You could reduce this demand zone to basically these consolidating candles, right? The recovery seems to be in progress. The price is obviously going to go back to 1.24, not just because it's resistance level, because the price also, Cardano also formed a double top here. So there's quite a bit of liquidity resting above that. So if you were to gamble on this particular move, you could be looking at a quick little scalp extending from 1.14, which is the current position, to 1.24. A quick 8% upswing, 1.92 hour trade. That's what you're looking for Cardano. Right, so I just noticed another double bottom over here. So in case, I think it's just better to wait for Cardano to sweep the lows before we actually go higher. In which case, I would be looking at a trade like this with a good 11% upswing, a 2.71 hour trade. Right, so from a 4-hour time frame, this looks like a really good setup. As for the 1-day time frame, we have the daily supply zone here extending from 1.52 to 1.76. This is where I believe the upside is capped. The lower limit of this demand zone, supply zone at 1.52 is where I'm going to expect Cardano price to see some sort of a selling pressure from some sort of local top here. So to sum it up, upside, if you're looking to scalp it, is capped at 1.24. You could probably even get an uptrend up to 1.35, right? But if you're looking to swing trade, I think wait for the price to sweep the equal lows and then probably take profits around 1.52. The invalidation of the bullish outlook here would occur if we get a daily close below the $1 psychological level, in which case we would have completely retested the breakout. And then I'm expecting the price to head back down to this demand zone here, extending from 0.86 to 0.91, right? But I don't believe this is going to happen. I don't see this happening unless you get like a massive crash in Bitcoin to probably 42K. So that pretty much sums up analysis for Cardano.
Thank you everyone for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on our YouTube channel and on Twitter at FXS Crypto.